guys.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Hardy's Books.
Mm-hmm.
If you couldn't tell from the slightly depressing and sparse surroundings, we are in the middle of moving house.
Which is a good thing, because then we'll finally have enough room for all of our books.
Yes, and in the age-old tradition of making things as difficult as possible for ourselves, we decided it would be fun to record ourselves packing up our gigantic book collection. So we have cut our sci-fi and fantasy collection into two, which we're calling the theatrical cut.
Theatrical cut.
Which what you're watching now, is part one of.
Yes.
So if you would like to see the full unedited version, you can do, and it is live on our YouTube channel at the moment.
Click there.
Go click that.
Yeah.
Go watch that right now. If you would like to watch an hour of Ross and I talking unedited about how much we love our whole collection.
Yes.
It's a good video. We're proud of it. We wouldn't upload anything we weren't proud of.
Absolutely.
But if you would like to see the abridged version, don't go anywhere. We've got a slightly condensed version right here, right now.
So, shall we dive in?
Yeah, so let's dive into part one right now.
All right, so starting off strong, we have Ben
Rivers of
Aaronovitch,
London.
Rivers of London.
This is one of my favourite books.
One of your favourite books, and also I got you this book, didn't I?
Yeah, that is a first.
That's Christmas.
Was it a first edition or just a signed?
No, just signed, but it was a first edition, later print.
Yeah.
So you got Broken Homes,
Which is a later in the Rivers of London series. Likewise,
Summer.
Foxglove Summer.
We're looking for Moon Over Soho, but that's really rare because it was really early on. It's like the second one, wasn't it?
One.
Hanging
So
Tree.
if you have a first edition of Moon Over Soho, let us know.
Yeah. I like that Ben Aaronovitch has the best name for the alphabet.
Yeah.
It's really
right at the
cool.
very beginning.
Yeah.
You couldn't really have done any better.
Yeah. You can also see that we hadn't really got the framing right in this shot because I'm still slightly in it. I fixed that as soon as I can sit in the right place. Oh, this is my
paperback that I carried around in my handbag for 6 months and took to a signing and read in the bath. And,
Aww.
yeah.
Oh, and it says to Laura as well.
It
That's
does,
nice.
yeah.
So you got a few of these paperbacks as well.
Yeah, these are.
You
can see how mashed this Moon Over Soho is.
See that I was hiding it behind there.
Yeah.
No, but we do need the hardback.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the special later. So these are reprints of the first editions of the First Law.
Your sister gave us these for Christmas.
Indeed, she did. Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Shout out, Joe.
She's never watching this.
No.
Best served cold. Again, that's I think a later print. We don't have any real proper rare Abercrombies, but we'd like to get some.
Yeah.
We've only got the third of the second series here, but that one is signed.
That's our only signed Abercrombie, I think.
We used to have 3, didn't we? We had the 10th anniversaries, but then we gave them away to charity.
Because we are such good people.
Good people. Nana Kwame Adjei-Brenyah's Chain Gang All-Stars is a book I want to read this year. Look at the signature.
It's amazing. And this was done very, very well. It's very critically acclaimed.
Yeah. Bought that from Seven Oaks Bookshop. One of my absolute faves.
We should probably try and do a video there.
Yeah.
Iain M. Banks, this is one of your favourite authors.
I got into him this year, and Player of Games, oh my gosh. What a book. What a book. Did not expect it to be so good. Just a really good ride. And I have 2 copies of Player of Games because I bought... That was the one... That's my reading copy there on the left-hand side. And then, yeah, anyway. A really good book.
Legends and Lattes. Did you ever actually read this?
No, I bought it because I wanted to get in contact with his agent. I thought she would be really good to promote my books, but then anyway. See the flash there, that's because we forgot to record this.
Yeah. You'll have noticed, if you rewind, you'll notice I'm wearing this jumper in that little bit.
Yeah.
Because we recorded it later.
Oh, it's your folio Ray Bradbury.
Oh, yeah, I love this book.
Fahrenheit 451.
What a book. What a book. I mentioned this in my top 10
another re-record.
In my top 10 speculative fiction.
You love that book.
Yeah.
I've yet to read it. You need to get me to read that.
Read it.
Okay, fine. Painted Man, a book that not many people I know have read. I think it's great. Desert Spear, Thus So, and the series goes downhill from there. So, Red Rising. Oh dear. We tried it. Look, we tried it.
We were so confident we would like the series that we bought first editions of the entire series.
Apart from Lightbringer.
Which is what you're seeing now.
These are first US editions because we have a bit of I have a bit of a thing about US editions. I don't know why. It just feels rarer just because we're here.
There's my reading copy that Ross
cut by accident when we were wrapping Christmas presents.
Hey,
I
exclamation.
got Ross this for Christmas.
This is my Christmas present, signed by Ted Chiang, number 96, limited run, extraordinary series of sci-fi short stories. Mwah, chef's kiss. And I haven't yet got to Stories of Your Life and Others, but I will. All right,
It's
well,
another one of your faves.
my favourite book of last year, in fact, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Not to say it was released last year, it was released ages ago. Favourite book I read last year, and this is special slipcase, limited edition, signed, numbered, of course. It's like the ultimate version. Apparently, well, so we ended up with 2 of these, because we bought one to sell, because it was cheap. And apparently, like lots of the Waterstones kind of like staff bought them up because they thought it was going to be the next Harry Potter.
Is that so?
Yeah. There's another copy of Jonathan Strange. Why not have 2? Piranesi, another one of my favourites.
And you'll also, again, I went to grab it and then went, oh no, he's going to talk about that one.
It's such an astonishing book. It's an incredible book. Do you enjoying the cat snoozing behind our books here? Was this from Goldsboro or was this from
I think it was
Illumicrate?
Illumicrate.
One of the 2. Anyway, that looks quite good. Vampires, French Revolution, Sprayed Edges.
Do you know what? I got so many. I loved this book when I was a kid. Artemis Fowl was one of my favourites. What was I saying? I got so many books from Illumicrate that I just never read. That in the end I stopped my subscription. Sorry, Illumicrate.
Yeah. Okay, this one I want to read this year. Saara El-Arifi. I came across it when I was looking for research for the first book I tried writing. It's like got 30,000 words of it because I wanted to find more Middle Eastern inspired fantasy literature.
Oh, this looks good as well.
Yeah, they just look good actually. Feybound. I've got The City of Brass as well on my TBR, which is Shannon Chakraborty. So those are the ones I was looking around. Gosh, those sprayed edges are gorgeous, aren't they?
I know you don't generally like sprayed edges, but that looks really nice.
It's because it's a continuation of the design. Oh, the Bird Book. This is a little shout out
The Bird.
folks on Andrew's server, on our little friends. We love the Bird Book. This is a first paperback copy, first UK edition. So it was also the paperback was released first, trade UK, 1997, I think.
Didn't we get this on Vinted for like £1.50?
£1.
£1.
So there you go. That's us losing our cool over the copyright page. It's like, gently dragging it away, Laura. And now we have the hardback book club copies are coming up any second. There we go. So this is a really difficult copy to ID because they have, not only do they have ISBNs, they also have the publisher logo on the spines, which normally you don't find with book club copies. But in the end, I worked it out. I mean, they are all lovely. I think they're really cool. But yes, they are book club.
They're gorgeous books.
Why not have 2 more copies? That makes it 4 copies of Gardens of the Moon that I have. And some extra paperbacks.
This is why we're moving house, folks.
Because we don't need this many copies of Gardens of the Moon.
My dad's like, ooh, buying a 1-bed, a 2-bed, the pitter-patter of little feet.
No,
like, no. Books.
Hey, it's your Raymond Feist that just went by. The Magician.
Magician is an absolute banger.
Yeah.
These are my reading copies.
Those are your reading copies.
And again, you can see where I read them in the bath. And they were carried around in my handbag for 6 months.
It's so clear. It's like, this is the reading copy. This is our special copy.
You can tell if the book is mashed, it was mine.
Stephen Fry's Greek mythology series, this one is signed. We love these books, and the audiobooks, of course, enhanced by his incredible narration.
Yeah.
Just extraordinary. Like it is like drinking a nice hot cup of tea. That's how
It's
soothing,
very
how
soothing.
relaxing.
Yeah.
Thinking, there we go. Oh, there you go.
I just finished this book.
This
it's
is
so fucking good, guys.
You should go find the review on the channel.
Yeah. That just dropped.
Launched.
Just dropped.
Just dropped.
In
My
fact,
gosh.
it will be in this corner here.
Yeah. Beautiful Ace hardback copy of Dune, this special edition. Don't have the other ones, but that one I found in a Waterstones in Edinburgh. This book I bought because of the name. The cat walks through walls. I mean, that's great. Come on. Apparently the cat does make an appearance. This is a first edition, first print of The Woman in Black.
That was me going to remove it from the table and him going, no, I want to talk about this book.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book. Like, honestly, you really need... It's just such an easily digestible horror book. It's great. Okay, this is your turn. I leave this to you, Laura.
This is probably my favourite book of all time. Or certainly my favourite series. I love the Farseer trilogy, and these were these a birthday present from you?
No, these ones we just bought when I just got a notification on my phone that they came up online, and I just bought them for you
because he loves me. And
this is another one I bought for you.
Yeah, these were my 30th birthday.
Were they?
This was for my 30th.
I forgot now. Yeah.
I have a lot of copies of the Farseer trilogy, guys, as you'll see.
Yeah, so these are the Folio Society.
These are the Folio Society 25th anniversary editions.
An absolute ton.
These are the illustrated 25th anniversary editions, or 20th.
25th, I think. No?
20th.
Okay. Wait,
I don't have the Royal Assassin yet.
Or Assassin's Quest? Assassin's Quest. The last one.
I don't have Assassin's Quest yet.
So
I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. This is a US first edition of the Tawny Man trilogy. I don't have
the first one of these.
Goldenfall, which is the second one.
Second one. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have the US first edition of Goldenfall, please let me know.
Yeah.
These are signed copies of the final trilogy with that follows Fit Chivalry.
Yeah.
Love this series, and I just love the artwork. They're by Jackie Morris.
Yeah.
I love this artwork so much that you can't see it, but I've got a Jackie Morris print on the wall.
She's amazing.
This is a signed first edition of Assassin's Fate which was dedicated to me by Robin Hobb in person. But because this was before I was a rare book collector, I wanted to read it. So it was my reading copy. So I read it in the bath and I lugged it around in my handbag for 6 months.
How could you do this?
This was my first.
This is special.
Yeah. And it's still got the post-it note from the signing. Again, she's dedicated it out to me.
And that's another reading copy, isn't it?
This is my reading copy that I took to the signing of Fool's Assassin. Got her to sign for me, and yeah. I'm a proper Hobb fangirl. I'm a Hobgoblin.
You can see all of it's a massive Hobb collection.
Yeah, I love Hobb.
We have currently in this current flat, we do have a dedicated Hobb shelf.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make room for Hobb
in our
new place.
I've got a signed Hobb book plate on the wall. Oh, this is such a lovely paperback. I think this is a US paperback.
Yeah, so cool.
The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince.
Another signed one.
Although that's a book plate, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. This is a really nice copy of Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. I don't know if that's the only hardback copy, but I love those straight edges. I will give him a pass. Or her, I don't know. Jordan.
Oh, The Will of the Many.
That's
flew past that.
Great book. One of my favourite reads from last year.
James Islington, or if you're from London, Islington.
Yeah. What an angel.
Oh, we're on to Robert Jordan.
Books, as you can tell. Yeah, Robert Jordan, or RJ. So I've only read the first two of the Wheel of Time, but for whatever reason I have all the hardbacks and US hardbacks from Path of Daggers onwards, because there was a really good bulk lot.
Apparently Winter of Heart is not very good.
Winter's Heart is apparently atrocious. I did hear that.
I heard apparently it's like male wish fulfillment. Oh, we've gone out of focus.
Oh, it's automatically, it's not great. But anyway, so I've got all of these. Will I read them? Maybe one day. They look great on the shelf, I'll tell you that.
And that is half the reason we buy books.
Half? Oh dear.
Don't forget, folks, that book collecting and book reading are two different hobbies.
There you go. Those are the paperbacks for the first one. So that I have, and those are American paperbacks as well. So I've been consistent. I've got the US ones, apart from New Spring, which I do have the UK one for.
Looks like we're about to run out of battery, babe. We ran out of battery.
Guy Gabriel Kay. I read him for the first time last year. I didn't read Tigana. I read Song for Arbonne, which is about to come. And it was a gorgeous book. And so I really highly recommend you check him out. There you go.
It is.
Look at that cover. Isn't that such a neat cover? I think it's great. It's genuinely really good book. I'm dying to read The Lions of Al-Razan, but I just haven't got around to it. And also the Sarantine Mosaic, which these ones are, which is based on Byzantium. Have you?
Is it?
Yeah, fantasy series based on Byzantium.
I like that.
Or the Byzantine Empire, I should say.
Ooh, flowers for Algernon.
Or should I say the Roman Empire? The Roman Empire, not the Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, flowers for Algernon, one of your faves?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Got 2 copies of that. I
That
have
is
complex feelings about this. It's completely mashed. That's the US hardback, but it is a first print, which is pretty special. But yeah, complex feelings about the book. Rebecca Kwong, you're reading The Poppy War right now, aren't you?
I'm about to start it on the recommendation of my good friend Jamrock.
Yeah.
Whose real name is Mark, but who was introduced to me as Jamrock, and I can't think of.
Hello, Jamrock.
But Jamrock. Hi, Jamrock. he follows us now.
Yeah.
So. Hi!
A Wizard of Earthsea.
Oh, what a book! What a book!
I love Ursula Le Guin. She is incredible. And in fact, I just read this one, The Tombs of Atuan, just recently. And again, it's just extraordinary. Like what she does with just so few words. It's like each word has like greater meaning than its meaning, and like it has weight, has gravity. Extraordinary. She's incredible. Honestly, I think one of my favourite authors up there with Pratchett. It is shocking that I haven't read more of her stuff. And
Well, you're rectifying that.
this year I'm rectifying that. The Word for World Forest is one I read this year. That's a nice little call out to Sci-Fi.
That's another copy of it.
Yeah, gotta have 2. That's a really good novella if you're looking for a short read. City of Illusions and Earthsea Quartet. There's one that we inserted from a different time.
Yeah. Back to yesterday.
And The Lathe of Heaven, another one from her sci-fi stuff.
This was a Goldsborough Books. We got most of the way through it.
I like it.
I was
We
enjoying
haven't
it. I'm
finished
not sure why
but
we haven't finished it. We were listening to it in the car on audio when we were driving up to Edinburgh.
It might have been because of that's one thing that happens to one of the characters that we really liked, and that character may or may not be a human.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, another book I'm dying to read this year, The Grace of Kings. Then a little pulps paperback of Star Wars.
You'll notice I moved that one across quite quickly.
Okay, day
This
2.
was my favourite book from that was published in the year of 2023 that I did not linger on at all.
Yeah. Why did you take it away so quickly?
I don't know. That was White Cat, Black Dog by Kelly Link.
And here's your actual...
This is my favourite book that I read last year.
No, you read it ages ago.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
A few years ago.
This is
Station 11. It's just extraordinary. I read it last year.
Stupendous.
Oh man, it still resonates even after the pandemic. In fact, more so because of the pandemic.
so good.
Sea of Tranquility you read last year.
That's what I was hawing at.
Yeah, we love Emily St John Mandel. She has the same sort of ability with prose of just like, she just paints these scenes that just stick in your mind forever, and you will love her.
And the cat, I promise you, is alive.
Yeah.
He just always sleeps in the same spot.
First paperback of Game of Thrones there. The different style, and there's a different version of that same paperback. I've only got I don't have hardbacks of any of the Game of Thrones apart from Dance with Dragons. So if you'd like to help me rectify that, then get in touch. I do still love them, even with complicated feelings. And I have a floppy paperback there, Feast for Crows.
We
and the rest
love a
of
floppy
mass market.
paperback.
I don't understand. Anyway, I am getting another copy of Dance with Dragons, I think, this week, the slipcased copy, which is quite exciting. So yes, even still collecting despite the fact we're moving. And that was the companion that came with my first paperback set.
I was about to be like, what, why? And then I remembered that I've actually got 4 Martha Wells books coming this week.
That's exciting. From George R.R. Martin to Arcady Martin was there. Martin to Martin. I'm
a Martin.
Yeah,
you would think that we were both Hardy, wouldn't you? Not so.
Not so.
No.
But you're an honorary Hardy.
I'm an honorary Hardy. There's no ring on this finger.
Honorary Hardy. Sorry, baby. Rob McGavin, sign that one. That's cool. Look, we have our reasons. We have our reasons for our cohabitation. Boys' Life. That's a great book. That's a fantastic book. You need to read Boys' Life. It's an incredible book. China Mieville. We're going to read China Mieville at some point, aren't we?
Shall we keep making him feel awkward about it?
I didn't really enjoy Silver Nitrate. I gave this book a good go, and I really wanted to love it. But you think like Nazi cults sounds great. It didn't really resonate with me.
Nazi cult sounds great.
It sounds like a good setup for a book. Hey, you like this one?
I did. I love this book. I recommended this one to my grandma and then remembered that there's some fairly raunchy scenes in it, which was a bit awkward.
Yeah. Oh, another book I want to read this year, Canticle for Leibowitz, or Leibowitz. Answers in the comments, please. I don't know which one it is. Titus Grown. Now, complicated feelings about this book. I mean, it's an incredible work. It's just excruciating to read.
So we have reached Titus Groan by Mervyn Peake.
You know what that means.
That means that the next author on the list is Terry P. for Pratchett, which is Ross's favourite author. And as a slight little teaser to whet your appetite, Ross has 38 of the 40 Discworld books as signed first editions.
So do tune in.
Yeah, if you're into Pratchett and Discworld, I would suggest you tune in for part 2. If you can't wait for part 2, or if it hasn't come out yet, you can tune in to the extended cut, which is already live, which is up here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can watch part 2, which we will link to at the end of the episode. Like and subscribe. We are on Instagram at Hardy's Books. We are on TikTok at Hardy's Books. We have a shop, hardysbooks.co.uk, where we sell modern first editions. We sell signed editions, limited editions, and some fun antiquarian goodies. Part 2, if it's out, is here. Woo! See you in the next one.